jump into it, guys. So, as with most of the beats that I make, especially with the Sotra Cyphers beats, this beat is also a sample, right? So I sampled the theme tune for the series I was watching on Netflix called The Confession Killer. Let me put up the poster now, cause I can. Here's the poster. Boom. No. Yes. That's the poster for The Confession Killer, which is a series on Netflix. It's about this guy who confessed to all these murders that he committed a long time ago. Yeah, so check that out when you get a chance. So when I was watching it, I think when I watched the first episode of The Confession Killer, the first thing that hit me was the theme song. Like when they're still playing the credits, I was like, what is this? You know, I thought it was so dope. It captivated me immediately. And I was like, nah, I'm sampling this for something. And it just so happened that the very next day, I had to shoot Sotra Cyphers Part 49 with Kaya Tumaku and Spokomfana. Shout out to them. They're representing the Free State 057. Shout out to Captain for plugging me on these boys, man. They are exceptional MCs. And I can't wait to see what they do in their careers going further. Yeah, I'm a big fan of them now. So yeah, The Confession Killer, the main theme song, it was composed by a guy called Jason Hill. Don't know much about Jason Hill, so you get time, research on him. And basically I just took that theme. I'm not going to play the theme now, just to avoid things like, getting it muted, because they mute it. They do that, they'll mute it because, we don't own the music or whatever, But yeah, I took that theme and then, like I do with most of the samples, I took down the pitch, chopped it up, and then I came to what I have here. Let me show you my screen, cause I can. Oh man, I'm so happy. So happy. Please excuse the excitement, y'all. Excuse the excitement. So I chopped up the theme to The Confession Killer, and this is what I had. Let me just bring up the volume a little bit. Right, this is what it sounds like. Right? So yeah, when you get a chance, please go on to YouTube and just play the actual theme tune to The Confession Killer. It's very, very, it's sublime. It's fire. So I chopped it, took down the pitch like I usually do with every time I sample. That's like my go-to thing. And then from there, I then went on to add the drum kit, kick, snare, hi-hat, all that good stuff. And all of those were from the packs that I have, the many packs that I have. So starting with the kick. The kick is called Cool Kick from one of the packs. And then the snare, which is this one right here, is it's I don't know if you guys can see that. It's this one here, labeled CRSK _ snare. So that's my snare. And then this baby up here, which just says chop, is the sound here. Let me play that. Right, that's from another of the many packs. I've lost count of which one it is, but it's one of the packs that I have. And if you've been following my production, then you probably recognize that little chop there. I've used it before on a beat that I made for Siashezi, on one of the joints on his mixtape Siapanda, which was from a few years ago. I forgot the title of the song now, but yeah, I remember using it there. So yeah, so it's that, and then there's this sound here, which is like a cymbal or crash or whatever. Right, right. That's it. And then there's the clap loop, which goes like this. Right. So obviously that clap loop I've pitched it down a bit just to make it a bit more darker. Right. So I pitched it down and then just played it over and over again, as you can see there. Cool. So the drum kit without the sample sounds like this. Hey. Right? Right? Cool. Right? So that's the drum kit, the kick and the snare and all that good stuff. Cool. And then next it was the what you call, man, the brass section, right? So with the brass section, I used a plugin called Fruity Orchestral. Not Fruity Orchestral, it's just Adderall Orchestral, right? Now, Orchestral, I've been using it for years and years and years. Which it's this one here, right? It's this one here. It's called Orchestral, Adderall Orchestral, right? Yeah, it's got flutes, like wind instruments. It's got strings. Most of the time, if I'm using strings, I'll get them from this plugin. Not so much these days, because Hypersonic is where I get most of my stuff. But before I got Hypersonic, this is where I got all my strings. All right. And so, yeah. So what I did was I played the brass section using that plugin. And the brass section on this beat sounds a little something like this. Right? Not complicated. It's basically the same two bars looped over and over again, right? Not complicated at all. So there's that. And then before I continue, you guys will let me know if I'm moving too fast. Of Kanjan. Oh yeah, the name of the song that I sampled for the Siashezi joint is Amanga Amash, I think. Yeah, that's the song. And then MTR, I'm going to download this video after and try it myself. Yes. Do that, homie. Cool. So next is the bass, right? For the bass, now probably man, like 90% of the time, my go-to plugin for the bass that I use in my beats is Hypersonic. Right? For those who have never seen Hypersonic, let me show you, cause I can now. Hey, you guys must understand. I'm happy that you guys can see this, right? So this is the plugin that I use for my bass. It's Hypersonic, and then I go to the where is it? The synth basses presets, and then I go to sub bass. Boom. That's the plugin. That's the preset that I use there. And then this is how I played the bass for this particular beat, right? Hey. Hey. Right? So that's the beat. That is the beat. Those are all the elements that I used in the beat. And then as you probably guessed it, every 8 bars, I switch it up a bit. But for this beat, however, I played around with it because if you watch the episode, you'll notice that when Spoken Fana first comes in to spit his verse, then a few things go silent there, right? This part here. And then it's it's one of the very very rare instances where I was playing around with the arrangement of a Sotra Cypher's beat, because usually I do the first 8 and the 8 where the beat changes, and then I loop it, and then the cats just rap. But for here, I felt like I just felt like playing around with the arrangement a bit. But that's the beat. Essentially, that's the beat. Same 8-bar loop, and then change a few things here and there. And yeah, so Udaiding, Kaya Dumaku and Spoken Fana came on, did their thing, killed it. Very, very incredible MCs. And yeah, this is the episode.
This episode of Sotra Cyphers is proudly sponsored by Boroto Bakery.
Yes.
High quality baked goods at affordable prices.
Yes. Shout out, by the way, to Boroto Bakery for sponsoring the episode. All right. So yes, guys, this is where we're at. I can now play you this while you... Come on, technology.
Fuck, we've been doing this shit too many times. But fuck it, let's get it though. Shout out to SPeeKa, my nigga Ghost. We in here, man. Let me get my hip hop on shit. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think it's time I reinforce the fact that K-Dizzle can really rap. Forget about his artistry. Nigga, don't get caught up in that. In fact, let it pass like middle fielders of memories.
Hey.
Attentively pay attention to tenfold tendencies. My aged in Tennessee's. I sacrificed my scholarship just to write a verse that you would consider astonishing. Ever since I got a mic, my nigga, I would hardly pass. I was focused on writing something heavy for Chubby Mass. Now it's mass destruction, mash the button. If I'm not drinking, then I'm adding something. I'm past discussion. Niggas disputing over a list. And it's the niggas who lack drive that often do trip. Niggas slow, so I had to fast forward they new shit. The new scenes is back introducing new scenes. This is underground from the dungeon, not Wikipedia. They're letting all the gimmicks blow up. That's simply media. Fuck a chorus, this is rap, nigga. You get scorched, of course.
Yeah, if you wanna watch the whole episode, just go on to my YouTube channel, SPeeKa RSA. It's the latest episode that's up right now. Shout out to Kaya Tumaku and Spoken Fana. one of my favorite episodes, really. You know, they go off, right? And that is the breakdown, you know. That is the breakdown, and yeah. So as you can see, the lives are going to be a lot different now that I have my stuff together. You know, thank you so much for joining me. I'll holler at you guys next time. Peace.